The easiest way to think about envelope study is going to the doctor. Something's not working right, something's not feeling right, so you go into that doctor for that annual checkup. And so an envelope study is that same thing for a building.
We knew we had some leaks in our building for years, and we kept, patching here and patching there, and it was just a bigger issue than what spot fixes would take care of.
Biggest mistake probably from the association side or the management side is thinking that the reserve study tells them everything they need to know about their building envelope. But it doesn't tell us anything about the performance. It doesn't tell us about the quality. An envelope study is a qualitative analysis of a building.
Again, it's like that health checkup. You go in annually, the doctor says, yep, here's where your blood pressure is, here's where your heart is. It's an ongoing baseline record of how your building's performing.
Some of us wait a little bit longer, and when we wait a little bit longer, there's a little bit more to assess. So sometimes they do want us to come out and say everything is perfect. More often than not, that's not the case.
There's a fear that they're being ripped off. So when you can come in with a team approach and keeping the decisions in their camp is really the way to go. Here's some options: the cheap way, the medium way, and the robust way.
J2 came out and wrote a report, then came up with a recommendation on what to do to fix it and the right sequence that would make the best use of our funds to do that.
You can save time and money very quickly because based on our experience, we've probably seen it before. And so we can get to you real fast and say, yep, leak, we'll probably have a problem there. We've seen it 100 times and here's how to fix it.
They did a great job. They put together very good cost estimates. Their units are now more valuable. It improved our long-term costs now that we don't have continuing problems. We could not have done that without J2's help.
We see a lot of envelope studies. Hey, we had somebody else come out and do this. Would you take a look at that and give a second opinion on that? And the biggest mistake we see is a focus on their particular trade, and instead of looking at it from a holistic standpoint and saying, here's what we see going on.
You never know what sort of specialty you might need. We've got some people that are well-versed in sealant or some that are well-versed in windows, waterproofing.
The advantage of having licensed professionals on staff is that we bring that talent. But it's important to remember that there isn't a lot of classes in the typical architecture program that talk about flashing or talk about waterproofing. There's really no classes in the engineering program. This experience is on-the-job training, and it's years of experience of studying failure day in and day out. We do envelope studies all over.
I've traveled all over the country looking at properties, and sometimes we're doing it just via video conference. We've got offices in Washington, Oregon, and Utah. And I've done investigations all the way to Birmingham, Alabama. So we can travel.
All our initial calls are free, so give us a call and we'll verify through that call if we're the right mix and we bring the right experience and that we can really help you.